hear you're ready for your dose of reality.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's time to find out on the Dr. Quack podcast what we thought of Crown Jewel 2022. I'm the important one, Mr. Mayhem, and of course, backstage, he's going to get ready to come on here, Dr. Quack.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
That's right. He lets me run these shows because he knows I'm the real host. He likes it when I do this because he doesn't watch the product, you know. Bad host.
Hey, I watch enough of it. There you go. I watch the main shows.
In this case, he flushed the toilet, watch it float down. He got all he needed to see of this episode. Well, we got a couple other people going to come on here with us. He's my boss. He's your boss. He's everybody's boss. If you haven't been to Randy Hogan stuff to buy some merch, buy his merch at redbubble.com. Bossolini.
Yo, Papa 40, grab your rollie. It's grind time.
I'm down with that. And the other one we got coming on, he's coming all the way over from Germany, so give him a big round of applause, even if you have to do it quietly. The Purge, Justin Smith.
Welcome.
All righty. So we got JTG going on over there.
Oh, no, that was Big Cat Gaspar.
Oh, that was Shad, the late, great Shad Gaspard. All right, so we're talking all things Crown Jewel 2022. And going into this show, Randy Hogan was at 24-16. Ed was in the lead at 29-13. I'm at 26-14. Dr. Quack, 23-18. John, who's busy today, he's got a lot of other real-world stuff going on, 26-15. And Justin's at 21.5 and 18. So we're going to start with the man in the lead, the Bossolini, Carter Diamond, Bobby Lashley, and Brock Lesnar.
Okay. Brock can get the win. Bobby looks strong. You only got the pin because I wouldn't let go of the hurt lock. Yeah.
All right. Justin.
The match itself, it was okay. I mean, Brock Lesnar showed way more than in his typical matches that he has. And if there wasn't the botched finish that happened with the hurt lock and he's got rolled up and this and that and yada, 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 I would give it a 3 out of 5 out of that. But overall, I give it a 1.75 out of 5. Yeah.
All right, Dr. Quack.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the match on the standpoint that, you know, I kind of knew this was going to happen to Brock because Brock, you know, when he first comes back, that endurance level is not there. And you're going to fight overseas in Saudi Arabia, that endurance level and the heat and everything else is really going to take it out of you. I mean, the match was okay. I went 2.5. It's a solid start to a show. I'm actually fairly shocked that this match looked better than what I thought it was going to be.
All righty, and I went 2 stars on this one. It was very formulaic to me. It was, you know, plug, play, repeat kind of thing. You know, eat, sleep, botch a finish, repeat. Eat, sleep, botch a finish, repeat. I think Brock looked a little too weak in the beginning, and his comeback didn't have as much impact as it should have. And even though I picked Bobby Lashley along with Ed picked Bobby Lashley and John picked Bobby Lashley, so we didn't get the point on that one. But I really felt it was okay. It was the best choice to open the show, but it was only okay. I went 2 stars. And moving on to the next one here, we got Io Sky and Dakota Kai taking on Alexa Bliss and Asuka for those women's tag team titles that Alexa and Asuka just won. Wow, that's too many A's going on there all at the same time. And Justin, you get to start with that one.
Why me? Why me? Well, fine. I was a little bit heartbroken on that one because 5 days ago they won the tag team titles, but then lost directly at Crown Jewel. It's just bottom barrel, totally sucks here. But we don't want to miss what happened before that, because Bliss and Asuka had in backstage segment coming up, and then I don't know where the Wyatt logo came up, and Bliss was a little bit distracted on that. I want to see what's going down the road with that one here. But overall itself, the match, it was meh. I give it a 1.5 stars out of 5.
All right, Dr. Quack.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked because I really thought there'd be no title changes, and I'm pretty sure this was the only title change in the whole show. You know, I think they did it because, look, we now have new women tag team champions. We're going to make some relevancy to this title. They give them a 5-day reign. That's the only reason I have. I'm going about 2.5 on that part. I mean, it could have been better and should have been better. You had quality females that could work there.
Well, 3 out of 4.
Still,
we all took Alexa and Asuka to retain here, so none of us got the point on this one. I went 2.5 as well. To me, this was a fusion match. Puro Wrestling, Lucha Libre, and WCW Cruiserweight. We kind of got everything. But it didn't work. I didn't like it. I did like Nikki Cross, and I'm wondering, does the flash of the symbol to Alexa mean that Nikki Cross is joining the group? I'm with you, Purge. I want to see what they do next. But I almost think this was an on-the-fly change because Asuka either all of a sudden became a super good seller or she really messed up her knee. Because if you look at the end, when she's hobbling around, and then they got a picture of her laying there, she had her knee pad pulled down showing her knee brace, which to me possibly means she hurt her knee for real. So that may have been an on-the-fly change. I guess we'll find out tonight. Boss.
I think, and I'm going to say this, the Saudi Prince said, I'm tired of y'all coming over here and the titles never change hands. I need to see a belt change hands sooner or later. So Triple H said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give Asuka and Alexa the title so they can go over to Saudi Arabia and lose it to Damage Control. And the feud keeps going. The Saudi Prince is happy. And no real champion had to lose their belt.
There.
And they also got to purge off.
Well, we will find out tonight, most likely, what's going on with that. But let's move on, Dr. Quack. You get Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre in the cage.
Yeah, first I just want to say the last time the women's tag team titles were relevant was the Glamour Girls back in the late 80s. But anyways, yeah, Karrion Kross taking on Drew McIntyre. That was a quality fight. That was actually something worth watching. I enjoyed the fight for what it was. Overall, I gave the match 3 stars. I was like, okay, if you're going to go out there and give it all you got on the Crown Jewel show out there in Saudi, that means a lot. So I think they really went with it. 3 stars.
All right, and Randy Hogan and Quack went with Karrion Kross, so everybody else got the point on this one. I also went 3 stars. It was a good, strong story. I don't think Scarlett was overused in this one. It was done well. It was a cohesive story that continues the feud. I think it was done well. And I still want to see more of Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre. I thought Drew was going to win a little more out of the blue, like getting thrown through the cage, but it still worked. It still was a good showing. So yeah, I went 3 stars. Boss.
This is the feud that will not end. On and on. I'm telling you, you know what this feud is reminding me of? And it has just about as much merit. Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. No matter what, you know, only difference is this time Drew can say, I could get a W. No matter how much Charlotte interferes, I finally got a win. So, I'm not a fan of the feud, and it's probably because it doesn't seem to be pushing either one towards anything.
Fair point. Fair point. Purge.
I already told this in the preview. Drew and Karrion wrestled here in Germany and matchup. It was here pretty good. And the steel cage match itself, it was pretty damn good, gotta be honest. I love how the ending was with the race between who's coming outside of that. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 stars here because of the fact that Drew McIntyre got the win, and nobody of them doesn't look weak on this one.
True too. All right, so I get to start with this one here. We've got the Judgment Day. Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio taking on the OC, Drew Gallows, Carl Anderson, and AJ Styles. And nobody got a point on this one because either everybody took the OC except for Dr. Quack and Purge. You guys both took the schmaz that nobody would have a victory. So I liked this match. Dominic finally did something useful in a match. He bumped a lot and got his ass whooped a lot, but he also looked like he belonged. This is the first time I've ever seen Dominic Mysterio in the ring where he didn't look like he was trying to impress somebody. He went out there and just worked. So I actually liked that. Finn Balor got the pin on AJ Styles. It was a good match. It really, the story kind of stagnated on this one. It didn't really help either team. But I think that's to give them an even keel so when they come back, they can get hotter. I did go 3 stars on it. I thought it was a pretty good match. Boss.
Not a bad match. You know, even when Dominic looked like he was a scared little kid, he turned the corner for the massive clothesline, which was awesome. You know, I don't ever give Dominic credit for anything, but you know, he's starting to look like he belongs, even though eventually he's gonna realize if you look at his boo Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, it look like they're dating because they're even dressing alike now. And the only bad thing I got out of this whole match is why is it always AJ got to take the L?
Good question. Needs a good answer. Purge, you got a good answer for that?
Apparently not, but I must give credit, honestly, to Rhea Ripley for actually wrestle against a man and giving someone like an electric chair job here. But overall, the match was pretty strong, gotta be honest. The OC taking an L directly after Luke and Carl returning. Was it right? Probably, I don't think so. I still go with my mind that this should be a no contest on this one. That maybe we can lead up something to War Games here. But Judgment Day looks now definitely strong. It needs to have that one push. I can't tell you why, but it needs to have one push to overcome the bloodline.
All righty. Dr. Quack.
I mean, of course, Rhea Ripley has to get involved in this match, right? Did that shock anybody? No. Rhea Ripley might as well be one of the guys and go up there and be in these matches. I swear. Because otherwise than that, this was a normal 6-man tag. It was okay.
That dream of fun.
This could have happened on a Monday night. This could have happened on a Saturday night on a live. Same thing. Nothing special about this match. I want 2.5.
All righty. Boss, you get the fun one here. Omos against Braun Strowman.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I know I went with the monster among monsters, and for a moment I was worried about my pick because they did make Omos look like he can actually do something. And then the most awkward looking running power slam came out of nowhere to give Braun the win. Like, I don't know how one power slam could have won the match, but it is what it is. And I give it a no rating.
There you go. Purge. Awesome. That gets the You Smell Award.
It's just know what's needed for this match. This was garbage. This was awful. This was. I can't do it with words. -5 out of 10 stars.
Awesome. Dr. Quack.
Yeah, I'm kind of with him here because it's going to get my 2-finger salute. The big reason for this big 2-finger salute is because both these guys looked extremely gassed. They did not work well. They didn't mesh well. I mean, the power slam, you hit it nail on the head. It looked like garbage. But I will say for Omos, he's improving, but I still don't think he belongs on TV right now. I think they seriously need to work with him. He's either going to end up injuring himself or he's going to end up injuring someone else. I'm going to go 1.5 on it.
I went 1.25. Braun looked less like a monster than he should have. He really looked soft from the get-go. I've never been a fan of him using the power slam. It doesn't make him look strong. It is a weak finisher for a monster. You know, he should have something like a choke bomb or something along those lines. You know,
And that's what I'm saying.
Some big power, like the Russian backbreaker, some kind of submission like that.
Thought you're right.
That move sucks. It just all around sucks.
The finger poke
was Omos does look better, but because of the era of kayfabe is dead, the monsters are dead as far as any kind of credibility, believability, or marketability. Look at what Big Show's record is at WrestleMania. He's like 2-17. That just tells you the monster era is dead. I went 1.5.
Okay.
Boss started that. Excuse me. So we're moving on here to the Purge, the tag title match. Jimmy and Jay Uso against Fight Night, Butch and Ridge Holland.
I was expecting a little bit more of it. Because if they're doing like the banger after banger.
Okay. You were banger after banger after bang the camera.
Yeah. After banging my camera, correct. I should expect a banger here. I gotta go with 2 stars out of 5. I expected more of this from a tag team title match like that.
All right. Dr. Quack.
Yeah. The tag match I really walked out on. I was like, this is the bathroom break for me, so I didn't really catch it.
All righty. So I guess I'm going to be in the vast minority here. I gave this thing 3.25 because this was a good match, but the problem was it had a super indie feel, like the super high spots that were all over the place in this match that didn't need to be done. It was exciting, so I think it was done to give the Saudi crowd something to pop over with a lot of high spots because all these guys, except for Ridge Holland, really are high impact, high spot guys, and Ridge Holland's strength is enough to make a high spot. So I enjoyed the match and I enjoyed the change. And that's why I gave it 3.25. But it really felt like a super indie match and not a WWE contest. Bob.
All right, so a match like this would have much more credibility if we didn't know what the outcome of the match was already going to be. Because there's no way on earth that you're going to let Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods tell you we're next and not expect the ones to come out with the win.
Very true.
But match-wise, it was a good match. They put on a good show. And I was kind of confused with that. I guess it's a Super 1D.
Yeah.
We might as well do some more grunt work and figure
All right.
Called a Super Kill Me.
Yeah. Well, they actually took they did pretty well with protecting Butch as best as you could. Now, I was the only one that went with Fight Night. I didn't say the titles were going to change. I just thought Fight Night was going to win by like some kind of disqualification. Everybody else took the Usos, so I didn't get the point on that.
I slapped my leg on that one.
You slapped your leg? Is that the way you speak now? All right, so who starts the next one? I think it's Dr. Quack's got the last woman standing, Bayley and Bianca Belair.
Oh, man, I'm going to tell you, I loved it, but I hated it at the same time. It's going to get my quack attack just because, it was a good match. But towards the end, it really looked more like a 90s cartoon. I swear, like with the golf cart out there, and we're just going to drive off and fight on top of it. I'm just like, all right, this is getting goofy. But, of course, Bianca Belair wins this. Why? Because she's not losing her title overseas. That's different money.
All righty, so let me look here. Where did everybody go? We had Bianca. John took a schmoz and Purge took Bayley. Everybody else took Bianca Belair. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I gave this match 3.5 stars. A Bianca Belair match, I gave it 3.5 stars.
It's going to snow.
I liked this match. This was a fun match. Yes, it was kind of hokey. Yes, it was cartoonish. But we just had Brock Lesnar driving a forklift down and standing up a corner of the ring in the last man standing fight. So the women had to do something like that, and I think they did it well. It was kind of hokey. At least it was fun. For a last woman standing, they had great intensity. It was a lot of fun to watch. The first 2/3 of the match, though, the timing wasn't there. It took them a while to get their timing. It really felt like Bayley wrestled herself and Bianca Belair was there, just standing there moving around. Because for the first 2/3 of the match, the move sets were off. The timing was off. They weren't in the right places. But all of a sudden, right about the time they started going up the rampway, their timing clicked. So, I went 3.5. For a Bianca Belair match, I enjoyed that a lot. Boss.
Everybody know I'm what's going with Bianca. That wasn't even no thought about it. But hush. But the thing is, what caught me off guard was the Bayley table spot. I don't know if she missed it the first time, because when they showed the table after she was tossed,
you can see the cut line.
You can see the cut line. So it was like, oh, okay. I think she was supposed to go through it the first time. I think the ref was the only person and whoever was announcing was the only person that believed there was something wrong with Bayley's ankle.
They got to do what they got to do.
Because, for once, it was showing that Bianca wasn't going to play the fool and be like, oh my God, is she okay? And get got. So the ref had to be the fool so Bianca can get got. And that golf cart ride, I was suspecting when she stopped. To me, she stopped the golf cart wrong. Bayley was supposed to go flying off that golf cart when she hit the brakes. And everybody was complaining about is this how she gonna win the match with her being pinned in the ladder? Hey, did y'all not remember John Cena duct taped the man's ankles to get that win? So it just proves that in the last person standing, literally anything goes just to keep you down. So of course, I'm happy because the roughest, toughest, strongest, saltiest champion of the WWE came out with a W.
All right. Purge.
Uh, I've seen a lot of last woman standing matches, not only in the WWE, but in Germany overall here. But I've never seen such a disappointed last woman standing match in that here. There was a lot of botches in it. I sometimes think like, can this be done right now after 10 minutes? I just want to skip that damn match here. And the fact is that Bailey lost yet again to Bianca Belair in a title defense makes damage control even weaker on that one. I mean, look, we've got currently Dakota and Io being a two-time women's tag team champion. The leader itself, Bailey, lost the last two big title matches. That's complete stupid here. And the fact is that they brought the John Cena duct tape spot here. It's just making me sickening, and I just want to spit all over the floor here. I gotta go with 2 stars here on that one.
All righty. Do we want to talk about the Bray Wyatt promo, or we want to move on?
Wait, before we go anywhere, Purge, let me tell you a little story. In a faction, the faction don't look bad when the leader falls.
I get what you say. You mean like the leader is only there for the comrades, right?
No, what it means is Bailey brought in damage control. They're here, they're champions, and they see that they can do it without Bailey's help. Eventually, you might see Bailey get damage control.
True. Perfect.
Because you know that that Glory Hound is coming back soon, so we all know she's gonna take something from somebody.
Nah, I know what you mean. Oh God.
So I guess the pointing means we don't want to talk about the Bray Wyatt promo.
Yeah.
Good. Moving on. The WWE title shot, and I get to start this one.
No, you don't.
Oh
no, yeah, you do.
I oughta smack you. Logan Paul against Roman Reigns, and across the board, we all took Roman Reigns.
Anyway, he's not
Now,
more important for now.
I liked this match. For a big fight feel, the match did a good job of hiding the fact that it really is only Logan Paul's third match. Now, he hurt his knee. He blew out his ACL, his MCL, and his meniscus, and still continued going.
Oh, no.
Good for you. That's the Triple H mentality, like when he tore a quad and continued wrestling, or got his throat crushed and continued going.
Who's the last of ours?
Good job, Logan Paul. Now, Jake Paul's punches suck. Them punches and bunches. I thought I was watching Shane McMahon out there. Oh, my God, were they awful.
The best in the world?
Yeah, but this was a spectacular match. Hot crowd. The storytelling was incredible. I went 4 stars on this match. Boss.
Alrighty. Say this. After I finally got to see what Jake Paul did with that phone. Oh, whichever Paul it was.
Logan Paul.
Huh?
Logan.
Yeah, Logan, when he grabbed the phone and was on the top rope, and you hear the commentary that he gives before he dropped the elbow. Maybe he is becoming Shane McMahon. Still moves. You know, he tried to use Sweet Chin music, but it was nowhere near the It was nowhere near the chin. But Logan impressed me. The fact that one man can change the tide of a match and never really get involved is very interesting. And who is that one man? Solo Sequoia. He never got to lay his hand on anybody. He just walked out, and the whole tide of the match changed. Why? Because Jake was laying out Usos left and right with garbage punch after garbage punch. and Roman's out there sleeping. But he took that lucky punch. And he played it off for a long time, playing that jaw. And then took a lot of time. He took his own move. Not once, but twice. He took that Superman punch. But the difference is when he delivered his Superman punch, everybody knew what was coming next. You just gonna hear ooh, ah! Spear, 1, 2, 3. And I'm sitting in the corner looking like, what the hell did I just go through? No, it wasn't. I walked out like I'm the dominant champion. I sat there and looked like I went to war. And that's what I've been waiting to see a champion look like. Not in the ring dancing all around like they didn't just get slammed on 473 chairs. You know. So for a champion to look like he's been to war, it makes his opponent look good, but it still makes him look like a great champion. Congratulations, Roman Reigns. You gained some respect from me. I acknowledge you for today.
All right, Purge.
I gotta be honest, I'm not really a huge fan of the celebrity matches, but in the last 2 matches that Logan Paul had, I was really kind of shocking surprised that this turned very well on that one. And the main event of itself, from Crown Jewel, I was a bit surprised that this turned out like a banger here. The interruption from the bloodline and Jake Paul shouldn't be in this place because it should be a straight, fair one-on-one matchup here. But in the end, overall, Roman Reigns retained his title. Logan Paul doesn't look weak on his overall match here. And Roman Reigns doesn't look as usual weak here. So, yeah, I was kind of surprised. 4 out of 5 stars. And my quack attack here.
There you go. All right, so the only person that got the bonus point was Randy Hogan by saying Bray Wyatt would appear on screen.
Do I get to talk about this match?
Come on!
No, because you're my boss today. Go for it.
Oh, okay.
I always have to forget somebody, or I haven't completed my task.
That was a good main event. I was fairly impressed with what Logan Paul out there did. I mean, go figure. He's been working with Shawn Michaels. He learned a thing or two. That's always a great thing. I think he held up to it. The match before he had with The Miz, that was the one I liked better. I thought he did a better job there, but being on the big stage, he did a great job. I mean, I'll give that. Roman carried this match hard. So I'll give this about a 4-star match. It's probably about a 3 3/4. I'm going to knock it down to that.
All righty. And as I said, Bray Wyatt, Randy Hogan was the only one that got his bonus point. So
that's unfair. It was announced.
So final result, Randy Hogan went 6-3. Boss went 5-3. I went 4-4. Quack went 5-3. John went 4-4, and Purge went 5-3. So the final result of this one, getting ready to go into the Survivor Series, Randy Hogan at 30-19. Boss still in the lead at 34-16. I'm at 30-18. Quack's at 28-23. John's at 30-19. And Purge is at 26.5 and 21. That's where we are going into the Survivor Series.
I agree
War
with
games.
I agree with Purge.
What's that?
It's not fair. Bray Wyatt was announced to be there.
But that was after we did the filming.
That was true. That was after.
I thought
Oh, you WWE.
Well, all right,
I don't
folks.
know what my own bonus point was.
What you want to say?
Hey, you're still in the lead.
No, I don't know what I said my bonus point was, though.
Oh, your bonus point was R-Truth, who's out with a quadricep tear.
Yeah. Ouch.
Ah.
But there we go, folks. That's the end of our show. I'm Dr. Quack.
I'm the important one, Mr. Mayhem. Thanks to Purge, thanks to the boss, and we'll see you on our next review.
Bye, Randy.